Hey guys, today we are comparing a roomette to a bedroom. Okay guys, so we're gonna start with an overview of what each of those sleeper car accommodations are. The roomette is ideally for two people, and you've got an upper berth and a lower berth in that, and that's pretty much it. It's basically just a small room.
Yeah, it's about half the size of a bedroom, and although the same number of people can sleep in it, the space is severely limited. So if you're looking for something, if you're okay with tight spaces, a roomette's going to be perfect. If you're not, you're going to be looking more towards the bedroom, right?
Yes. So a little quick overview of a bedroom is like you said, it's for two people, but you're looking at a lot more room, and it does have a few things that the roomette does not have.
Yeah, you'll have some space to spread out, and also a few minor differences that we'll get into here, and the differences, and it can make your trip more enjoyable if you want to spend a little bit extra money for that bedroom. So some of the differences are, the first big one is the bathroom situation, right?
Yes. So a roomette, in a superliner roomette, you do not have a bathroom in your room. Literally, you just have your seats, and you can turn those seats into the bed. So there's no bathroom. There is in each sleeper car that have the roomettes, you have access to at least a couple bathrooms, and you'll also have access to a shower downstairs in a superliner. In a viewliner, if you're looking at the roomettes in the viewliners, you have, depending on if you get the viewliner 1 or the viewliner 2, if you get the viewliner 1, you'll have a toilet and a sink in your room, in your roomette with you. If you have a viewliner 2, you'll only have a sink in your roomette, but you'll have access to the bathrooms at the end of the hall, similar to in a superliner, but the bathrooms will be a little bit bigger.
Right. And I do want to mention that on the viewliner, if you do get the bathroom in your roomette, it is not a bathroom, it's just a toilet.
Right.
And it is right out in the open, right next to the bed. So it's not really like a separate bathroom situation. Now, on the bedrooms, the great part about them is you do get a bathroom. It is a bathroom, toilet, and shower combo, and they are both in an enclosed, separate space. So it is a private bathroom. That's probably the biggest perk of having the bedroom, is that you do not share a shower or a toilet with anyone else on the train, and it is enclosed, private situation.
Right. And the bedroom also does have its own sink, and it's actually in the room itself. It's not in with the shower and the toilet. So shower, toilet is all in one, but the sink is outside in the room. So that's nice to have that too.
Yeah, also the sink is much deeper, and it's a regular sink. So in the bedroom, you're getting a regular sink, regular faucet. It's going to be easier than even in the hallway bathrooms for the roomettes to brush your teeth and stuff like that. In a viewliner, if you get a viewliner roomette, the sink is very small, and it's kind of the fold down, fold back up. It can only hold so much water at a time. Right. So it's nice to have for convenience, but not as nice as the bedroom sink, which is a full-blown
with a drain and everything. That's the difference with the sinks, is in the roomettes, like you mentioned, whether you have the viewliner roomette 1 or 2, you'll have the sink in your room, but it doesn't have a drain. So as you mentioned, you can only use a little bit of water at a time before it gets too full, and you have to flip it up for it to drain behind. Yeah.
Second difference that you're going to have in these is the space, and like I said, the space is about double in a bedroom versus a roomette, and that doesn't sound like a ton, but when you really consider the fact that in a roomette, all the space is taken up basically by the beds, there's nowhere to walk around. You're not standing up and walking.
You're not getting any steps in.
You're just sitting. So if you like to kind of get up and stretch and walk around and don't want to go out on the hallway to do that, a bedroom is going to be the way to go, because you can actually walk around in a bedroom a little bit. It's not huge, but you can walk around and feel like you're actually moving about the train.
That is when the beds are not made.
When the beds,
it gets much tighter when the
it does get tighter when the beds are down, but
it gets considerably tighter.
Yeah, hopefully you're not doing that too much at night. Another thing about the bedroom is you do have a couch for the daytime, and the thing I like about this is that if one person wants to be sitting, they can sit, and the other person could just lay down, take a nap on the couch. You don't have to have the beds all made up for someone to lay down, and they don't have to go up to the top bunk. Now, you could take a nap in a roomette while the other person is sitting, but the problem you're going to have is the lower bunk mattress is stored up top where the other person sleeps during the day. So there's really no place to sort of store that other mattress. Now you could kind of put 2 mattresses down and make a bigger mattress, but you know that's something that you'll definitely have to deal with as that happens.
Yes, it can be a little bit challenging doing that.
Another thing is the storage is different on the 2 rooms. So give us a little rundown of what the different storage options are for each.
Yes. So in a roomette, for storage, you'll have space underneath the 2 seats down on the ground level. You've got some storage down there. You have very minimal, I would put it in quotes, storage. In the top bunk, there's a little kind of mesh basket that goes about half of the length or a little less of the bed up there. Not a ton, as I said, I'll put that in air quotes as far as storage, you would say, right? But pretty much your main storage is just gonna be whatever you can fit underneath those 2 seats on the main level. So not a lot of storage. Now, in the bedroom, you get a lot more storage, right? It's almost like having an entire couch to store stuff under, because you can use the entire bed of the lower berth basically to store things under, because it's all open down there. So that's nice. Now, in a viewliner bedroom, you also have storage up above, as you do with the roomette as well. There is some storage above. There's luggage racks, but in superliners, you will not have that.
Yeah, the worst storage situation is going to be the superliner roomette.
Right.
But they do have good luggage racks down below on those cars for you. So another thing that people don't really take into account is which direction of travel you want to sleep in. So if you're in a roomette, your head and your feet are going to be facing the direction of travel. So you'll be sleeping with the train as it goes. If you're in a bedroom, the room goes widthwise. So you're going to be sleeping perpendicular to the way the train is traveling. So if you were, rolling when the train came to a stop, you'd be rolling backwards and forwards instead of, with your head the other way. So the 2 types of rooms you do face different directions as you're sleeping. Not a big deal for us, but some people may not like to sleep a certain way, so take that into account when you're doing that.
Yes, that's true. It does also, I think the differences too, as far as how you sleep on the train, also comes into account with being able to switch sides as well. So in a roomette, you don't really have an opportunity really to switch sides. Just the lower berth, you could switch where you want to sleep for your head. But if you're in the upper, you can't really switch. Several reasons. If you're in a superliner, one of the main reasons why is there's no space.
Yeah.
You can't flip around. You'd have to be really, it'd have to be like a child to be able to flip around up there, because there's so little clearance to the ceiling once you have the bed set up. And in order to get down, your feet have to be the stairs are only on one end. So your feet have to be on that end because you can't flip around. So that you can take that into account as well. In a bedroom, you can sleep on either side.
Yeah,
you can put your head on whichever side you want.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's nice.
Take that into account. Another thing you have to take into account is the bedrooms are all on the upper level in a superliner. Now in a viewliner, all the rooms are on one level, so that won't matter. But on a superliner, the bedrooms are all on the upper level, which is a little bit better view, and it's closer to the dining car, observation car. The roomettes can be on the upper level or the lower level. So you may get put upper, you may get put lower. If you want to make sure you're in one, call ahead and make sure you get the level that you want to be on, although they can't always accommodate you if it's full. So only the bedroom guarantees you an upper level room.
Absolutely.
Now, the biggest difference between them, of course, is the price.
Pricing.
So we're going to give you the base level pricing, and then the prices go up from there. We see roomettes routinely in the $500 range for an overnight trip, and the bedrooms generally, I like to think of them as being in the $900 to $1,000 range for overnight trips.
So nearly double.
Nearly double, and the prices do go up as the train gets more full, so you're going to see that happen too. People will say, I looked for a bedroom and it was $1,700. That's because it's one of the last rooms left on that train. Then if you're getting one of the first rooms, it's going to be a lot cheaper because the price goes up as the train does fill. So you can also get them on the buy one get one free sale, which can make it cheaper. But it's still going to always be that bedroom is always going to be considerably more expensive than the roomette. So you'll have to decide if that is worth it for you. So final assessment here on the which one you should be picking. If you're not claustrophobic and you want to save a little bit of money, then the roomette is probably the way to go. If you don't need that bathroom, if any of those things are true though, if you just either don't care about the cost, if this is like a once in a lifetime bucket list trip for you, or you are claustrophobic and need to kind of have a little more space, then definitely the bedroom would be the way to go. But they do all share a lot of the same amenities. You'll all get your meals. You all are in the same exact car. It's just different parts of the car. So it's a good choice for both, and I think you can't really go wrong either way.
And honestly, we've done both numerous times. So we really go back and forth, and honestly for us it comes down to whatever the cost is. If we can get a good deal, then we try to get a bedroom. If not, a roomette is totally fine too. It's just nice that you're in the sleeper car because you get so many more amenities, all of your meals included and your beverages. So that's always nice just to be in the sleeper car. It's really just a matter of pricing.
Exactly. So hope this has been helpful for you to decide if you want to do a roomette or a bedroom. If it was, leave us a comment. If you have any questions, do the same. Give us a like on the video, and we will see you on the next video.